The northern king's conquest. At the time of the end of the kings, the south shall attack him, and the kings of the north shall come against him like a whirlwind, with chariots, horsemen, and with many ships. And he shall enter the countries, overwhelm them, and pass through. He shall also enter the glorious land, and many countries shall be overthrown. But these shall escape from his hand: Edom, Moab, and the prominent people of Ammon. He shall stretch out his hands against the countries, and the land of Egypt shall not escape. He shall have power over the treasures of gold and silver, and over all the precious things of Egypt. Also the Libyans and the Ethiopians shall follow at his heels. But news from the east and the north shall trouble him. Therefore he shall go out with great fury to destroy and annihilate many. And he shall plant the tents of his palace between the seas and the glorious holy mountain. Yet he shall come to his end, and no one will help him. Now, chapter 12, prophecy of the end. At that time, Michael shall stand up, the great prince who stands watch over the sons of your people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation. Even to that time, and at that time, your people shall be delivered. Everyone who was found written in the book, and many of those who sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, some to shame and everlasting contempt. Those who are wise shall shine like the brightness of the firmament, and those who turn many to righteousness like the stars forever and ever. But you, Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book until the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall increase. Then I, Daniel, looked, and there stood two others, one on his riverbank and the other on their riverbanks. And one said to the man clothed in linen, who was above the waters of the river, how long shall the fulfillment of these wonders be? Then I heard the man clothed in the linen, who was above the waters of the river, when he held up his right hand and his left hand to heaven, and swore by him who lives forever that it shall be for a time, times, and a half a time. And when the power of the holy people had been completely shattered, all these things shall be finished. Although I heard, I did not understand. Then I said, my Lord, what shall be the end of these things? And he said, go your way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end. Many shall be purified, many white and refined, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. And from that time that the daily sacrifice is taken away, and the abomination of the desolation is set up, there shall be 1,292 days. Blessed is he who waits and comes to the 1,335 days. But you go your way till the end, for you shall rest and will arise to your inheritance at the end of the days. Now, prophecy is here, okay? I put this message out 11 months ago, and I don't mean the Daniel 11 and 12. I had to wait for impartation, right? What I'm trying to say to you folks is God told me 11 months ago. I put it in a short and I put it out, but people did not listen. The Lord said these countries, Canada, he said, he told me. He didn't tell me what was going to happen. However, he said, listen and be alert for these countries. Now listen, here is your proof. Hey, young world, I feel perplexed about this prophetic insight because I got it days ago, but I forgot to put it out. So I was reminded today, and the Lord says Canada, Brazil, Belize, China, Israel, Russia. Keep your ear gates open and your eye gates aware and alert and vigilant. something is coming to pass. I don't know yet. I received this in impartation. So I will be obedient and I will wait for the next word. Prophetic insight. Look at the date. Here is your proof. Now listen and look.
Hey, ADNC family. Hope all is well. It's Emma Ansa here, and I am live. It is Monday, the top of the week. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Before we get started and while we wait for everybody to join, I just want to remind you, if you have not downloaded the African Diaspora News Channel app, please make sure you do so. Head over to your Google or Apple store, download that app. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. So, today's topic. So, family, the folks are mad. The folks are mad here in Canada. They are big mad. They are mad at the fact that this immigration situation here is out of control. They are not happy. So they had a protest, a rally, a march, whatever you want to call it, that happened downtown Toronto this past Saturday. And it was head up by a man by the name of Joe Anijar. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Let us look at the call out that he put out on his TikTok page. And then we'll look at some clips of what actually happened at the march. And then we'll look at what's really going on with the deportation. How many people are being deported? How many people are set to be deported? And what all that looks like with the Liberal government's attempt to really try to fix the colossal mess that they made, if you will. So let's just look at what Joe had to say initially.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you guys some information about the upcoming event in Toronto. The Canada First Movement Stop Mass Immigration Rally will be hitting Nathan Phillips Square. I just want to give you kind of a timeline of what to expect.
I just want to pause for a second to my American brothers and sisters. Did you happen to notice that he's wearing a hat that says "Make Canada Great Again"? Remind you of anything? Just saying. Let us keep watching.
So it starts at 1 p.m., so I would hope that everyone arrives before that time. That's the point. Be on time, show up, and then once everyone starts to roll in, we're going to have speeches from probably 1:20-ish to 1:30 start. We're going to have several different speakers. We're going to have someone singing "O Canada" and some other songs. It's going to be very uplifting. And then once we get through the speeches, there's going to be a march on the streets of Toronto. So the route is going to be pretty exciting. I always come with nice routes. And I hope that everyone's gearing up for this, guys. This is an event. And don't give me the fact that you got to work or, it's cold. I mean, we thrive in the cold, guys. Remember the convoy? I sure do. Minus 31, living the absolute dream. So, guys, it's time for all of us here in Toronto to really get going. Let's rally the troops. If you're coming, bring a friend, bring your family. Let's stand up for our country. Let's let people know and put this country on notice that we're not going to accept the flooding of our country. We got to stop.
By the way, not your country, okay? This is the indigenous people's land, but just saying, let us continue.
Mass immigration, and we need to send these people back home. If you can't respect our country and our way of life, it's a no-go for you guys. You'll be on the list to be sent back home, and that's just it. So, guys, it's time to show up, time to stand up for our country, and it's time to make some noise. 2026, let's do something big, guys. Let's do something massive, and it's going to take all of us. Me, you, and the rest of the patriots in this country. So let's band together, shoulder to shoulder, and let's make this happen. Canada First, January 10th, on the Saturday, 1 p.m. Be there, and let's go.
So that was about all that I can take. So as I said, his name is Joe Anijar, and he is the ringleader of these mass rallies and marches that take place in Canada. This is their 6th one. I will say this. Before I play some of the clips that happen, I will say this. The immigration situation in Canada is out of control. It 100% is. I agree with him there. It is. It is the liberals' fault. It is their fault that it is in this condition. And they are doing the most to try to stop the bleeding, which we will go over a bit later. But I just want to say I agree there. Now, let's look at some of the things that went down at the march. It started off this way.
What's going on over there?
Okay, so as you can see, it got a little bit unruly. There was some violence and there were multiple arrests that happened, okay? Also, Antifa showed up. And for those who don't know who Antifa is, they are very much anti-protest people. So they are always ready to come and like do a counter protest. And there were multiple police officers there, as you can see. They were like, we need to come, okay? One thing I will also note before we go further is I did not see a lot of black people there. In fact, in a lot of the footage that I saw, I did not see any black people. The only black people I saw were like camera people. And there is one brother that I know really well. He's a journalist here in Toronto, Miller TV, who we'll be looking at the footage that he got later as well. But I will say, shout out to the black people that didn't show up. Shout out to you. To those that did, I didn't see you. Don't want to see you. Don't even want to talk about it. Mike, thank you, Mike. Mike says, as a white Canadian, I cannot express in words how angry and frustrating it is to see that video. That man is not talking about immigration. He's talking about race. Agree. And then, by the way, as I said, the only thing I agree with is the mass immigration part, because it is kind of out of control. But it's not your country. He's talking about patriots. It's not your country. Go do your history. It's not your country. You want to take your country back. That is right. Antifa is violent and they're always ready. So we're going to watch Antifa and take a look at what was going on there. The police really involved themselves to try and make sure that they contain the situation, because it could get bad really quick.
Holy shit. Holy shit. What the hell's going on? This is crazy. Didn't expect this. I didn't expect this.
And then there was the standoff.
I didn't say you were.
She was following me.
I just said to be careful you were going back because I wanted to.
That was wild.
So that was actually tame. I'm going to go back to this one, because this is where a police officer ended up getting hit by somebody, and that person ended up on the ground and probably arrested. As I said, there were multiple arrests. So I'm going to go back to this one and we'll watch that as well.
Holy shit.
So there's one arrest there.
Holy shit. What the hell's going on?
This is insane, guys. This is insane.
Super chatted
They're playing they got
Canada First is could let the left melt down and fight the cops long.
Holy, this is insane. Whew. This is insane, guys. Oh, look at this. They've got so much going on, man. Violence. Friggin' violence. No, try not to delete it.
I don't even know what they accomplished here, but in any event, I literally want you all to get a good idea of what was going on down there. So I put it in short clips, just so that we can look at just the madness, okay? The madness. Now, talking about not seeing a lot of black people there, as I mentioned earlier, one of my friends and one of the journalists here in Toronto, Miller TV, his name is Greg, he actually did a short little interview with the organizer of this event, Joe. So let's just look at what him and Joe had to say.
Miller TV here with Joe, the organizer of Take Back Canada protest. What is the end game? What is the result you want from this protest?
Having our government with the idea to put our people and our country first before any other country. It's Canada first. Our needs are first, our people are first, our country first. That's it.
And what do you want Canadians to know who's not here? And how can they, what is the next process? When is the next?
So this is our 6th event today. So I have a website, www.canadafirstmovement.ca. You can check out, keep up to date with events and news and blogs. What's going on with the movement? You can follow me at PuckDaddy93. I'm very active on IG there.
What do you want from this protest?
Having our government.
I'm sorry, let me just...
CA. You
There's
can
something
check
I want
out,
to
keep up to
address
date
right
with
now.
events and news and blogs. What's going on with the movement? You can follow me at PuckDaddy93.
Did you guys hear that? Did you hear what he said his handle is? He said Puff Daddy 93. I just wanted to pause for that. He said Puff Daddy 93.
From his hand, Edom, Moab, and his prominent people.
Very active on IG there. You want to know what's going on with the movement? Give me a holler. Check me out there.
Where do you think the hate should come from the counter-protesters?
Because they call us what they are. They call us the Nazis and fascists. They're actually the fascists and Nazis.
So he's saying that people are calling the folks the fascists and Nazis, and he's saying the immigrants are the ones that are the fascists and Nazis, as well as the liberal government.
It's like a mirror image, right? That's what they do. And what they do is call you Nazis, so it's justified to bring violence to you.
Yeah.
Right? So we're not that. You've seen this. We're not about that.
He says we're not about that. And yes, exactly, Buckhorse. I want to say, who is us? We're not about that, yet you just saw the violence that was going on, right? Okay. A police officer got hit. I mean, the January 6th of it all, right?
We're about bringing attention to stop mass immigration to this country until we can take care of our own. Until we can take care of our people and the people that are suffering on our streets.
Thank you very much for what you're doing.
Thank you.
Your last message?
Just remember, guys, this is Canada. We got to protect our culture, our identity, our way of life, or we will lose it. If we don't fight for it, it's gone. So Canada first.
Thank you.
Thank you, boss. Are we all marching back there?
Okay, hang on a sec. So big Faux Nation, you said you think he said Puck Daddy, like P-U-C-K, as in hockey? Okay, I hope so. Let's just see. I thought I heard Puff Daddy 23, but you might be right.
And what do you want Canadians to know who's not here? And how can they, what is the next process? When is the next?
So this is our 6th event today. So I have a website, www.canadafirstmovement.ca. You can check out, keep up to date with events and news and blogs. What's going on with the movement? You can follow me at PuckDaddy93. I'm very active on IG.
Okay, I think you're right. Thank you for clarifying. I was like, did he say Puff Daddy? 93? Okay, yes. So you're saying that so you're saying that another immigrant is giving him a platform. Okay, well, first of all, I'm not an immigrant, so I don't know if you're talking about me. If you're talking about Greg, he's been getting a lot of heat for going down there and interviewing this man. As a black man, as a Jamaican man, like, what are you doing down there? But you know what? At the end of the day, why not? We need to get to know what the heck these people are up to. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Would I go there? No. But I'm not going to give Greg heat for doing that. No, no, no. Yes, I know. It's Puff Daddy. I regress. I thought I heard Puff Daddy, so I was about to talk about that. But anyway, I'm glad it's not Puff Daddy. So let me see. Yeah, thank you. Greg is not an immigrant either. So people need to stop automatically assuming just because we're black that we're immigrants. There are a lot of black people, by the way, 1.5 million black people living in Canada that were actually born and raised here. So not everybody's an immigrant. So stop that. That is an ignorant comment. Sorry, didn't mean to put that up. Yes. So yeah, that's just cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. So you were expecting him to challenge him. Well, listen, he was there to get the facts, to find out what's going on. So now we're going to look at, let's see, what else do I want to show? I wanted to show Joe speaking, but I think that's enough for now. You know what? Yeah, let us just hear more from Joe. Big old Joe.
You want to know what's going on with the movement? Give me a holler. Check me out there.
All right, so that's that. I think I'm done with Joe for now. Let's see what you guys have to say before we look at the statistics. So Buckhorse, you say you love New York. Yeah, I love New York too, actually. Yeah, so Vanessa, you're saying he represented the Canadian black diaspora and asked relevant questions. Yeah, I agree. I'm not mad at him for that. He's getting a lot of heat for it, but you know, Greg, I know Greg. And Greg, Miller TV, stop giving him heat. I'm not mad at him for doing it. Not settlers. They too are illegal immigrants. Exactly. And they keep saying our country. It's not your country, Jack. It's not your country. So you said you're from the United States. You're saying he could not try to copy that MAGA hat and copy the Make America Great Again system. Well, yeah. I mean, they also have this other one that's really offensive that I'm not going to repeat, and it's something about making Canada, and it's another horrible, not even worth giving it life to, but this is a thing now. They actually even have merch. They have a whole website, and they have merchandise and all kinds of stuff, but I'm not even going to give that life. I'm not giving it any airplay at all. No, they did not. The indigenous did not invite them. They came and invaded, and now they're trying to drive other immigrants out. Let me just repeat again. I don't have any problem with the fact that there's people that are upset about the mass immigration, and we'll talk about that. But, you know, to them, everybody's an immigrant. As you can see, there's already people who are ignorant in the chat talking about you're immigrant, and we're not all immigrants. So that's the problem here. That, you know, to me, it's the ignorance of it, right? Yeah, I agree. Greg was the only black journalist, and there were some other journalists that were like more cameramen and probably like written journalists that were there as well. Thank you, Tyrone. I sure am. Oh my goodness. So you said you're sure Puck Daddy hopes that he can transform the black puck to white. Yeah, well, we all know who our originators are of hockey. It is black people, the Colored Hockey League, the inventors of the slap shot, Eddie Martin, the inventors of goaltending, the inventors of the sport in general. Okay. So you say you're not an immigrant. So you're saying, why are black people at the top? People they're deporting. Well, we're going to look at the numbers. Black people are there too, yes, but there are other people. So we're going to look at a full report of how many people are being deported and what have you coming soon. I just want to talk to you guys a little bit first. You say you don't know what he's talking about, Buckhorse. I will keep trucking. Thank you, Tyrone. So you said...
God is not a man that he should lie. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Prophecy is here.